Welcome to a new crochet and chat video. In these videos I cover all the finished and started projects during the previous 3 months. So this video will cover April, May and June 2024. It is, as usual, pretty amigurumi heavy, but you know me, I love a good old amigurumi. So I have a bunch of them finished and some other goodies to show you. Yeah, let's get started. The first patterns are from the amigurumi calendar of 2024. I make tutorials for these projects, so that is why I regularly make stuff from this calendar. The first one is the April pattern or project inside of the calendar, and it is this stardust jar. It is just super cute. I am gonna attach a ribbon to this and have it in my Christmas tree. That's the plan. The May pattern is the CROCHET by Daydreaming Maker, and yeah, she won a competition where the prize was to get published inside of the amigurumi calendar of 2024. This adorable rocket was featured and I made a video tutorial for it, but you will also find the written pattern inside of the calendar. And the last one, the June project inside of the calendar, is this satellite. I could not for my life find any more of the original wing color, or it's actually solar panels. So I had to wing it and go and dig some yarn from my yarn stash, but happy to do so. I am working my ass off to get through my yarn stash because it is huge. If you missed my yarn stash organization video, I highly recommend you to go and check it out after this video. But yeah, I have a lot of yarn and I'm working very hard to do projects based only on those yarns. So that was the amigurumi calendar of 2024 patterns or projects or amigurumis. The yarn I've used for these is the Karma cotton yarn and a 3.5mm crochet hook. They are small, so they were very quick to whip up. And if you want to make any of them, you will find the patterns inside of the calendar. There is still some in stock over on my web shop. Or if you prefer to follow a video tutorial, each of them also have one of those, which you will find here on the channel. Let me try and be organized this time and put stuff that I've talked about already on a separate spot. Another thing we are going to talk about is 2 amigurumis that I totally forgot to mention in the last video, and it was a really kind and friendly viewer that kindly reminded me that hey, you did these 2 as well. And one of them is Casper the Crab. I love this amigurumi so freaking much. The pattern is coming out in August. It was a secret gift that I added to everyone's cart during Valentine's Day weekend in February, and I designed this little guy for everyone. And the funny thing, he has a cute little tapestry heart underneath. And another thing with this design is he has a very little sewing, even though you might not think so, because he has a lot of parts, but the sewing is not that much. So you sew in between the bottom part and the top part, you squeeze together and you sew them together with the legs in between them. So you don't have to attach all these separately, you just attach them at the same time as you sew together the main bodies. And then you have only the eyes to assemble, and they are really quick and really easy to do. So this is a really beginner friendly pattern to do if you like sea characters or sea animals. I highly recommend you to pick up this pattern when it comes out in August. The second pattern that I forgot to mention last video is the birthday cake. I turned 30 in February. Yeah, and I decided that I wanted to make myself a birthday cake hat. Was the idea, but as you can see, it got super big. So I turned it into a like table decorations instead. And yeah, this little guy, the pattern is also available over on ganknuten.com and very beginner friendly. Highly recommend for people who like to try out different stitches, because here you get to do a scalloped stitch with double crochets, surface slip stitches in the eyes, and bubble crochets. Yeah, and this doesn't have a lot of sewing either. You attach the leg as at the same time as you attach the bottom to the cake part, so it is very easy to assemble and a really cute and fun make. Would be lovely maybe as a gift for someone who is turning something this year maybe. Both of these, both Casper the Crab and the birthday cake, is crocheted also with Karma cotton and a 3.5mm crochet hook. Be aware, the cake eats a lot of stuffing. Especially if you're using a very soft and light stuffing, you will need quite a lot to fill it up. It also has cardboard inside of it so that it's very like compact, and the bottom is flat. What do we pick out next? Maybe we can continue with the Karma Cotton projects, because I have some more. So I was planning to host a Granny Square workshop here at a local yarn store earlier in June. Unfortunately, the workshop got cancelled, but for the marketing materials, I crocheted three really cute granny squares. Yeah, I've added it to this haul of amigurumi or projects in general. It's not an amigurumi, but it's still something that I finished, so I want to show you. And even though they aren't like a physical item, it's just 3 squares, I still feel like they are finished for me because they have served their purpose, which is being part of a picture. I might do something with them later. I really love the color combinations, or I might just keep them and use them as coasters. That is always a great use for granny squares. These are also crocheted with Karma cotton mostly, but some of these yarns are also various scrap yarns that I have crocheted, some singular stranded and some double to match the thickness of Karma cotton. So yeah, that's my granny squares. Then we have another Karma cotton project. If you have been following me for a while, you know that I have a happy amigurumi club for amigurumi nerds. And inside the club in June, we crocheted together a new mystery amigurumi. I love to host mystery amigurumi crochet alongs, and this June we crocheted Cam the chameleon together. I am in love with this amigurumi, mainly because of the curled tail. I am so happy that I managed to create this shape that just looks so organic and natural. And when you have him lie, or her, on a shelf like this, the tail will curl like this, so it will not be in the way. It can like lie at the edge of a shelf like this, which is so nice. So I think this little fellow is definitely gonna live in my bookshelf. And yeah, I'm really happy. The pattern for this is found inside of the Happy Amigurumi Club during July, and after that it will still be available in the club but in the pattern shop. So if you want to grab it for free, you can still join in July and grab it from there, or then come later and buy it from the shop. At the end of June and the beginning of July, I've participated in a collaboration crochet along over on Instagram called Summer Amigurumi Challenge, if I remember correctly. We are 6 different amigurumi designers who have designed a unique new pattern for this challenge, and my contribution to this event was Marina the mermaid. She is a scrap yarn project to her core. I managed to use up a lot of my teal colored yarns, which I am so happy for, and that is also why her design looked like this. She has a different style than usual mermaids, and one of the reasons for that is because of this light pink or beige color that I used for the skin. This I did not have a lot of in my stash, and actually I think I had like 20 centimeters or something left after finishing her. So I calculated how much or how long arms I needed to make and how much I needed to cover her body with the teal color, because I knew that I had so much of that left in my yarn stash. So yeah, I really calculated and went through my yarn stash with this project. I'm so happy with how she turned out because of that. It was a great challenge, and I love her fancy scalloped, no, not scalloped, but like these frills that she has in her dress, and her pearl necklace that you can tie off and on in the back, and her curly hair that has different layers and a bit of pink in it. And of course, the tail. I am so happy with how this tail looks. I think it looks gorgeous. One of the things with the tail, this is the same tail almost as the whale I was talking about in the last video. I'm gonna talk more about the whale, but the funny thing is that I use the exact same thing, and it is the way I am rolling when it comes to amigurumi designing. I love reusing shapes and forms that I know work already, instead of coming up with new shapes all the time. Sometimes I do it, as with the chameleon, for example, with the bent tail. And I mean, at some point this was also new, but I thought that it would work great as the fin for a mermaid as well as a fin for a whale. So yeah, if you have made my patterns, you also know that I use the same arms, for example, and the same head shape for a lot of my designs. So that's how I like to do it. So that was Marina the mermaid. The pattern is actually available in the web shop if you want to go and grab it. I will leave all the links to all the patterns down in the description. On the topic of the whale that I was talking about in the last crochet and chat video, I started with this whale pouch, and it is now finished, and I'm so excited on how it turned out. I have already used it like a ton. I use it as a purse for my card. Unfortunately, this size is a little bit small, so my phone can't fit in it, but it's perfect for small trinkets and like a little bit of coins and your cards. That fits perfectly. And if you want to keep it as maybe a pouch in your project bag, I would also say that this pouch size is great for that. I've made a lining, as I also talked about previously, with a salmon pink cotton yarn. This is scrap yarns from my stash all the way through. Also, the zipper is something that I have had in my stash for a while. I've used a 3.0 millimeter hook for this project, and I have also made a bigger version of this little guy. So let me show you that one. Say hello to the big brother, the big brother of the whale pouch. This is the whale bag, and it is a crossbody bag with carbine hooks, a bag strap. This is crocheted with the exact same yarn as the pouch. Let me actually show you for the comparison. So this is the small whale pouch and this is the big one. So it's quite a difference. And the main thing why I wanted to make a bigger one is because I use dresses a lot, and unfortunately some of my dresses doesn't have pockets, which is very annoying when you are going out and you need stuff with you. Especially we have a dog, so I'm going out quite a lot during the days, and usually I just need like my phone and my keys, but I still need somewhere to put them, and because I'm wearing dresses, I don't have anywhere to put them. And this is the perfect size bag for just going out. It fits my phone, it fits my cards, it fits my keys, it fits everything that I actually need. Unfortunately not a crochet project, then I would make a 10 size bigger version of it, but it works. And it fits everything that I need for smaller trips. And I love it so much. I think the inside especially just looks gorgeous with the lining and the sewn on zipper. It looks very professional and just, I love it so much. And I've used it almost every day since I finished it. So I have some things that I need to fix. I need to sew these on a little bit better, because you can a little bit see that they are dragging. Another thing that I've mentioned now in the pattern that is coming out just in a couple of days. When this video is out, the pattern is already available in the web shop. And one thing I noticed by using this bag is that the bag strap will stretch out a little bit. So I've added 2 length for the bag straps in the pattern so that you can make the shorter one if you want to, and then calculate how much it stretches and how long it will be after stretching. But yeah, this little guy, I'm so excited. And as I said, the pattern is out in the web shop, and I can't wait to see all of your versions of this guy, because yeah, it is just, I love it so much, and I can't wait to get to use it even more. Another thing with the bag is that the straps, I've designed them so that you can change them. And for Pride, which was a couple of weeks ago here in Helsinki, I made a Pride colored strap for the whale bag as well. So you can mix and match and make the straps in some fun, funky colors. I think that would be a really nice detail of the bag too. And if you're making several bags, you can use the same straps for each of those bags, which I also feel like it's very nice, because the bag straps are not super fun to crochet, if I'm honest. So I don't want to make a strap for each and every bag. I instead want to make one strap, and then I can use that for several bags. And on the topic of bags, let's move to some UFOs, because this is the perfect timing for that. So we already talked about Casper the Crab. And I'm very much into a period where I love to crochet bags right now, specifically amigurumi nerdy bags. So I realized at some point that Casper the Crab would look amazing as a bag version. I've already used him as a hat, but can you like imagine him as a crossbody bag? I think it would look so good. So I have started making a Casper the Crab bag version. How will I show this to you, because it is in 100 pieces currently. So on the theme of me trying to finish up my yarn stash, I am using scrap yarns for this project. I am using 2 different red cotton yarns. One of them is really dark and shiny, and another one is like a regular red cotton. But it makes the fabric look really nice when it's not like a solid color. I really like how it looks. So we have the legs already done. We have some very big claws. I haven't stuffed anything yet. I thought I would do that in the same way. We have a lining. We have another lining ongoing, but I'm running out of that pink yarn, so I need to figure out what to do. And we have an other piece, and we have even some eyes that are ready. So yeah, I'm really excited for this bag. And the fact that I've now already crocheted 2 bag straps means that I can use those bag straps for this bag as well. I might crochet a solid red or pink bag strap, but I also think that this multicolored one will look really good with the crab bag as well. This project does not have a deadline, and I have no idea when the pattern is coming out or if it's gonna come out. I am firstly gonna see how it goes with the whale pattern, and if you like that, I will probably also write down the crab bag pattern. After that, I need to take a break with my patterns because I have a really big other project going on. So that's my 2 bags for now, but I definitely think that there might be more bags because they are really addictive to make. And the thing that annoys me a little bit with amigurumi right now is that I have a lot of them that are sleeping in a plastic bag, and I decorate my house with some of those, or my apartment, we don't have a house, with some of those amigurumis, but I have so many that I can't put them everywhere because we would then have amigurumis all around the apartment. And I would like to be able to show off my beautiful, cute, funky amigurumis somehow. And I think this way I can do that. I can make a bag that looks like an amigurumi but has a function, and then I can bring with me and use as a fun addition to my outfits. And yeah, if you can't tell, I'm really excited about amigurumi bags right now. They are also very fast to make because I make them with double crochet yarn, and the big bag is crocheted with a 4.0 millimeter crochet hook, and the crab is also with the 4.0 millimeter crochet hook. And usually I do not crochet with that big of a hook. I mean, it isn't that big of a jump from a 3.0 millimeter hook to a 4.0 millimeter hook, but still it feels so much faster. It feels so much faster. And it's so fun. The crab is especially fun because I already have made a crab, so I can just hack the pattern and make it bigger. And I don't have to reinvent the shapes and how I want it to look. So yeah, I'm really excited. It's been very relaxing to crochet these bags, which feels very, very nice. So yeah, that is my bag update. I guess maybe those aren't amigurumis, but yeah, I hope it's okay that I talk about them here either way. Let's move on to some more UFOs. Last time I talked about this Alice the Snuggle Fox. I have now finished all the parts. All the parts are done. I just have to weave in the ends and assemble this fellow, and it is done. It is crocheted with Crêt de Luxe cotton. I really like the blue shade of the fox. It's gonna be an Arctic fox this time around. Hope to have that finished probably before next video, like crochet and chat video comes out in, that should be in September. Yes. The other UFO that I talked about, we talked a little bit about dead UFOs and alive UFOs. And this was one of my dead UFOs that I was trying to revive. I did not do anything about this during the past 3 months, so it looks pretty much the same as before. And then I actually have 2 other finished projects that also was UFOs, but they aren't UFOs anymore. So the other amigurumi that I was reviving is this acorn, and I finally finished it. I sewed it together. I am gonna save this for our Christmas tree this year and hang it up there. Another thing that I finished, but I didn't think that I talked about this project at all during last video, but I know for a fact that this was an UFO. So I've finished kind of 2 dead UFOs, and this is just a cover for my needle tube from knits that I have. I wanted to make it a little bit more colorful and goofy, so I crocheted this flower thingy. It would also probably work as a cover for a chopstick, for example, because that's probably quite the same size as the needle case. Another thing that I've been doing a lot during the past 3 months is crochet these tiny rainbow pins. I ordered a bunch of pin backings or pin parts from Amazon and made a lot of rainbow pins, at least 20 of them, and then I have 3 left, so I guess like 23, 25, and I've sold them during Pride Month and donated €2 per rainbow to SETA, which is an organization that works for LGBTQI rights here in Finland. So yeah, they have also been really relaxing to do. The pattern I'm using is free over on my blog. If you want to go make yourself your own little rainbows, you can use them for pins, but also like hang them on your bag or make a keychain out of them. There is a free pattern on my blog and a free video tutorial also here on YouTube for them. So yeah, I've mixed and matched colors to match some special pride flags that I have got orders from, and then I've made a pastel version and this regular rainbow version too. And yeah, they have been so relaxing and very fun to make. I think that was everything from these 3 months. If you have seen anything over on Instagram or anywhere else that I have forgotten, let me know. And I have one more request for you. Let me know in the comments which amigurumi you like the most. And yeah, I guess that was it for this video. I will catch you again in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!